Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is That Ginger, or Ginger for short, whatever you want to call me. Today we are back to Happy Home Paradise Designs, and we are doing Colton's House for Tea and Sweets. I had to think about it then, sorry. I did try something different with our builds recently. Well, with the videos recently, I should say, with doing a couple of Let's Plays. They've not done anywhere near as well as the builds, so back to builds we go. I don't want to put out content that, you know, you guys don't want to see, so... And I absolutely love doing the builds. They are one of my favourite things to do, 110%. So we're doing this tea and sweets build today. So my idea for this was to do kind of a cafe. I haven't done a cafe yet, so I don't think I've really done a cafe. I mean, we did Meringue's dessert place, but I would say the inside of that was more of a kitchen. More of a bakery, I guess. So we've not really done a cafe before, so we're just going to try something new. So we're just going through now to do the obligatory furniture dump. If you've seen any videos of mine before, you know I like to throw all the furniture out and then move it around to see how it fits with the build. So I just find some stuff in the colours that I want. So I'm just putting out some ideas for furniture until I can get the kind of vibe that I want. Now, as you can probably tell, we're going with a very natural and yellow theme. When I do my builds, I like to try and tie a colour or a theme or something like that to the villager themselves. So Colton has his yellow mane. Which is why I've decided to go with the yellow themed. And it's also rare that I use yellow in a build. There are certain colours that I just don't really gravitate to when I do builds. So yellow, purple is another one. And I'd probably say blue, to be fair. So it may be worth, I think I'm going to challenge myself to do some builds with those colours. To just test myself a little bit, you know. So we're just going through, we're just looking for all the furniture. This Moroccan sofa that I've got there, absolutely love that sofa. It's stunning. I wish we had more Moroccan style furniture, because like imagine the little outdoor garden areas you could make with that. It would be absolutely beautiful. So yeah, cafe kind of vibe is what I'm going with. We've put some counters all along the back because I want to have like pies and desserts and cookies and things out there. Speaking of doing a cafe, actually, I've realized I have some facilities that I need to do. So keep your eyes peeled for those. I'm really excited to do some of the facilities. I think I've unlocked them all except for the clothes shop. I'm not sure how many builds you have to do to unlock that. Or if I have it, maybe I do have it. Don't think I do, but I might do. So yeah, I mean, we're making our way through these builds really well. I hope everybody's had a good week so far. What have you all been up to? Anything exciting or, you know, more mundane adulting stuff? For me, I've been at work all week. I work as well as do YouTube content and my Twitch streaming, and it's a lot, but I tell you what, it is so enjoyable and it is so worth it. So yeah, I've been at work this week. I've been doing my streaming. I've been working on content. It's been a long week, let me tell you. But I have next week off, so I'm very looking forward to that. Gonna get some more content made up for you. I'd like to get to the point of posting twice a week, but I promised myself that when I started this YouTube channel to not push myself too hard. I have this thing where if things get too hard, I just won't do it, because I guess kind of bury my head in the sand, or just recoil, and when things get too much, I don't know where to start. So yeah, I was like, look, if I can do one video a week, I aim for 5 p.m. on a Sunday. I've hit it almost every time except for today. Because I've been at work and had lots of things to do, and like this week has just been a lot. So, but I aim for every Sunday. And if I get it done by 5 p.m. on a Sunday, fantastic. But as long as I get a video out on a Sunday, I'm happy. Yeah, so basically I didn't want to set myself too much. Do you know what I'm saying? But if I could post twice a week, I'd love that. That would be great. But it's just making sure I don't overload myself. I have a rather large to-do list at the moment. I don't know if anybody is the same as me, but I live by lists. If I didn't write myself lists, I'd forget so much stuff. So I have like to-do lists for things to do around my house. When I set to do a big cleaning task, I wrote myself a list. I have a list to do with my YouTube, a list to do with my Twitch. I have a lot of lists, but I really like, it's similar to the way that I build. I like having everything in front of me, so I know what I'm doing. I know what I have to do. I just find it a lot easier to write things down in front of me. To have, I guess, that visual aid to get things done. So much easier. But then sometimes it does backfire, and sometimes I look at the list and go, oh, that's really overwhelming. And then end up not doing anything on the list. But a lot of the time it works very well. I've thought about getting one of those, you know, the whiteboards that you can put in your kitchen, like the dry whiteboards. But I'd only forget to write on it. I bought myself a cork board once and never used it. I think I used it for the first week. Same with a diary. I used to always buy myself a new diary every year, and I just never used it. I'm so bad. But I know that there's lots of other people out there like me. But anyway, that was quite a diverging topic. Back to the build. As you can see, I've put this sort of divider in the center of the room, because I wanted the left side a bit more of a formal seating area, but the right side a little bit more casual. I don't know if it's the same everywhere in the world, but I guess like when you go into a pub, you have like the restaurant areas, and then you have the areas with like comfortable armchairs and couches or sofas, depending on where you're from. So that's the kind of, obviously I'm not making a pub, but that's the kind of idea I was going with. So we've got the main parts down. I wanted to find some wallpaper to just kind of complete my vision a little bit. I absolutely am so grateful for the different types of wallpaper that we have, because we have lots of indoor wallpapers, like, you know, the normal painted walls or the wallpaper and the flowers and that sort of thing. We have a really good range of outdoor wallpapers too. And then we have like business wallpapers. Do you know the ones that I mean? Like the sweet shop, the tech one, there's like a frozen aisle in a supermarket. And I think it really broadens the type of builds that you can do. Doing all of this decorating though, it really makes me want to see other people's builds. So guys, look, if you have island tours, well, if you have an island that you would let me tour, please let me know down in the comments. Let me know your dream address. And please let me do a video of touring your island. If anybody is up for that, let me know, because that would be really lovely. Like, I really enjoy touring people's islands, especially when your island has a theme. Like, I am there. I really need to work on my island. I may well do like a longer video, like an hour of just decorating my island and working on that alongside these let's plays, alongside these builds, these Happy Home Paradise things. Oh my god, I'm sorry, words are escaping me apparently. Words are hard. So you can see it's very slowly coming together. We're keeping it very natural, very yellow, but not overwhelmingly yellow. I wanted it very, well, I guess, natural. I guess kind of like you know when you go in those little cafes on the beach. That's what this build reminded me of. And it's just, like I said, I rarely use yellow in a build, and yellow is such a beautiful color. They say it's the color of happiness, yellow. All things yellow make you happy. You know, the sun's yellow, sunflowers are yellow, they're beautiful. And I don't know, doing a bright build like this, I like looking at it now, I really like it. It makes me feel happy. Was that a weird thing to say? I don't know. I also would like to, with mentioning island tours and things, you can actually tour each other's Happy Home Paradise homes, which I would love to do. Let me know if you'd like to see a video on us going and looking at some Happy Home Paradise builds, because I'd love to do that. I get so much inspiration from other people, and going around seeing other people's builds, it makes me want to build even more. People are so talented in this game. It's absolutely phenomenal what people can create. And I love it. I love seeing people's creativity. It's the one thing that I truly appreciate in a game like this, is how individual it is. No two islands are ever the same. And it's fantastic. So just working on making a feature on this partition here. Oh, accidentally deleted the wall. But yeah, so I'm just we're just trying to think of what I could put in that gap. Because I didn't like having the plain wall there. I mean, the wall's not plain, but you know what I mean. And then I found this little magazine rack. I mean, it doesn't fit colour-wise very well, but we can change that. And you'll notice that those planters have made another appearance in this video. I told you I use them everywhere. I love them. Adding in some more little rugs just to break up that floor a little bit. And it also brings in another shade of yellow, which I really like. It's more of a golden yellow. Oh, I then found this bamboo bookshelf, which in the natural colour, I think that looks so good. So the build is slowly coming together. We're now going to look at some of the wall hanging bits and pieces. Just try and break up that wall a little bit. That is a very plain wall. So just looking for some bits to put on there. I don't know why I didn't put that orange clock in. That would have looked really cool. Whenever I do a build with lots of plants in, if you want it to look a little bit more come to life, add in these wall fans, because it actually makes the plants move. Like if you're doing kind of like a greenhouse build or anything like that, it really, really makes a difference to use these fans. And they're great because you can just hide them up in the corner. I've seen people hide them behind partition walls, or these little plants that go on the wall are great as well. I mean, I think I might have put a few too many there, but the idea was there. It would be cool to have some bigger ones though. Do you know what I mean? So rather than having those 9 small ones, if you could make them bigger, like, I don't know how many of you play The Sims, but if you have the, what is that cheat? Is it like move objects or something? You can make the objects bigger. If you could enlarge objects in this. Oh my god, if you could enlarge objects on this, I'd have a garden full of giant gnomes. It would certainly make builds a little bit more interesting, that's for sure. But you can see how it's moving that one plant there. Oh, it's stopped now. There you go. It's wiggling again. Just in time for me to come out of the camera. So yeah, we're just adding in some more hanging decorations and bits and bobs. Bits and bobs. So I'm just having a look at maybe some alternative lights, because I've used a lot of these same spotlights. So if I could get a different one in there, that would look better. But just the lights that the spotlights give is just beautiful. It creates a really, really nice chill atmosphere. Don't know what I was thinking looking at this lamp. To be fair, we probably could have gone with some wall lamps. Because we have that whole space there. I think that's what I'm looking at now. We have that whole blank wall. I'm just looking for a welcome mat as well. I hate it. I hate it when the rugs do this. They always hide underneath a table or furniture, and then you've got to move that piece of furniture out of the way to get the rug underneath it. And I ended up not even liking the rug anyway. But there we go. Oh, I'll tell you another thing I saw the other day, that the mobile Animal Crossing game Pocket Camp are releasing a full version. Do any of you play Pocket Camp? Is it something you'll be getting? I never really got into Pocket Camp. I liked the idea, but I found it a bit simple. There wasn't really enough to it for me. And I didn't like that all the cool stuff you had to pay for. But now that they've changed it to like a one-off payment, might be good. So that is, oh, not quite the interior finished. I forgot that you can dust. So we're just going to add a few dusting bits in. I think this really creates a different atmosphere as well. I've seen a lot of people using like the smoke fog one for horror style builds. Not that you can do much horror in Animal Crossing, but you know, for the spookier builds, it looks really good. The butterflies around the plants. Not sure the butterflies should be in a cafe, but there we go. So we've just done a one-room house on this build, and then it's the exterior. But that's the end of the interior. I will leave you to have a look at the result. I'm really happy with how that interior worked out. So now we're going to move on to the exterior. Now again, we're going to keep a similar theme, and it's going to be very natural. Flowers, bushes, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm just debating which fence to use, and by default I've gone with the hedge fence. So my idea was to have two fenced off areas that were just filled with nature. And you can't get more natural than a hedge fence, can you? a lot of my builds are very trust the process. As you can tell right now, this looks very odd, but hopefully it will improve. I mean, I think it improves, but not everyone will agree with me. See, another thing I want to do as well. So obviously when you first start playing Happy Home Paradise, you don't have everything. You don't have 2 stories unlocked. You can't change the size of the room. You know, you're very limited until you unlock more stuff. So what I would like to do, what I'm planning to look at doing next week, is planning some renovation type builds. So we're going to take the old builds that I've done before I had lots of things and redo them. And also, like, you get to a certain point in the game and you can get villagers to live together. So I'd like to do some joint home builds. I think that would be really awesome. We'll have to decide on some villagers that we should pair up. So I'm going to go for another couple of seating areas out here, just in case you want to sit and have your sweet treat in the sun. So again, I'm just having a look through on what sort of items I could use for this exterior that aren't going to take up a lot of room. I don't know why I've stopped looking through the catalogue. That's not very helpful. If we could keep looking through, that would be great. Thank you. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing in these videos. So how I expect anybody else to know I have the audacity. Oh dear. The amount of times a day I hear the sentence, the audacity. It's not even a sentence, but you know, the phrase. It's forever stuck in my mind. These boxes are really cute as well. I think you can do a lot with those boxes. I didn't use them here, but they're very versatile. That tree there as well. I absolutely love that tree. However, it looks too real. So when you put it next to like the other trees in the game, it just looks slightly odd. Because none of this game is realistic. But there we go. I still like the tree and I still use it in builds. So we're keeping the yellow natural theme outside, not quite so yellow, but very natural. Going with the wood theme. I was struggling to find furniture to put outside, to be quite honest. I think in the end I just plonk a load of trees and bushes and things down. got a little radio outside with on that Moroccan table. Lovely. It's so gorgeous. Yep, here we go. Here come the trees. Here come the trees. The apple trees, I think, are one of my favorites. I think the apple trees and the peach trees are my two favorites. Oh, but the absolute favorite are the cherry blossom trees. Oh my God. I wish we could have them all year round. Excuse me, all year round. Choked on my own words. These bushes are pretty too, and it helps me keep in with the yellow theme. So yeah, I'm just going to fill it with lots of different plants now. Just to give it kind of that overgrown, but still nice looking vibe, you know? Still loving the fact that we can change the growth rates on those well, not the growth rates, but the growth stages on those trees. I think it's really cool. I see a lot of people saying, oh, I wish we could do this on our island, but you can. So to a degree, if you were to get a tree to the stage that you want it at, if you then plant a piece of fruit right next to that tree, it will stop it growing. For anybody that didn't know that. Although I understand where people are coming from with the decorating on your own island compared to this method. I understand that people want this method for on our own islands, but at the same time, it would kind of, I don't know, you've always decorated in the same way in Animal Crossing, which is the same way as how you do it on the island. So I don't know, I feel like giving us this method, one, makes it too easy, and two, it takes away from Animal Crossing itself. I don't know, I mean, let me know your thoughts. Would you rather have the Happy Home Paradise design mechanics on your island to use? I guess if we had it as an option. I mean, it's looking good if I do say so myself. This is another favourite trick of mine. So if you pop dirt down underneath plants and flowers and overgrown areas, it makes it look a lot better. Just adding in some paving now. I've decided to go with this terracotta paving, but to be honest, it doesn't really suit the build. I think I do change my mind. Yeah, here we go. We've gone for the lighter one, which I think fits it a lot better. It also annoys me slightly that you can't use it under bushes. I understand why you can't, but... And I'm now just putting some grass in so I can compare whether I liked it with the dirt or the grass. I think I quite like it with the grass. The dirt's really good for if you're making like a farm or a home garden or anything like that. But for this particular one, I preferred the grass. So yeah, I've just moved that bush because I didn't like the fact I couldn't pave underneath it. I'm just going to fill up that little gap there. Absolutely loved this. I think it's just the house left to do now. Yep. It's just the house left to do. Again, we're going to keep it very natural. I'm going to do a yellow on there if I can. And there we go. That is the build finished. I will leave you with a look around the exterior, and there will be some pictures to follow on afterwards. If you did enjoy the video, please do think about giving it a like. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Give me a comment, whatever you want to do. If you want to see future videos, make sure you subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. We're trying to get to 100 subs, and we're not far off, so fingers crossed. I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely week. Please take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.